A Japanese retailer has just leaked a bunch of KOF 15 images, and we're going to talk about it here today. The first image I want to talk about is what seems to be the box art of the game. On the left, we see the 3 Sacred Treasures team, and on the right, we see a new character along with returning characters Hydern, Ash, and the already revealed K-Dash. And then on the bottom there, we see Shune and another new character. And then on the top in the background, if you look closely, you see this blue looking guy. I'm thinking this is just like blue verse for now, most likely the final boss of the game. Nothing really to talk about the 3 Sacred Treasures part, that's just 3 Sacred Treasures team. On the right, we first see a new character with dreads who I'm going to assume is the mid-boss character, or maybe the tournament organizer, much like Antonov was in KOF 14. To see Hydern on the box art is a little bit surprising and could have some implications, but the biggest takeaway I think from this box art is that Ash Crimson, from his respective saga, is back. Ash did return at the end of KOF 14 when Verse was defeated, so it's no surprise that he's here, but I'm happy that he's back. And then there's just K-Dash on there, but I'll talk about that later. Down here we see Shune and another new character, and going by KOF tradition, the rival character is always introduced in the second game. Iori in KOF 95, Kula in KOF 2000, and Elizabeth in KOF 11. So this looks to be Shune's Iori. She has purple hand powers opposed to Shune's red and blue hand powers, but that's really all I can say about her. She looks like a really modern design for KOF. Regarding the other new character on the box art, we can't really see much of her design, but I dig it. I like the dreads, the gold and purple with the shades, looks really slick. Before we move off of this image, one thing I want to talk about is the character composition. Obviously on the left it's 3 Sacred Treasures, but on the right it might seem a little bit random unless you think about it a bit. So let's say that the left here represents Orochi. So then what would the right side of the image represent? I think K-Dash represents nests, Ash represents those from the past, Hydern represents Rugal, and this new character represents everything new. Because Verse was defeated at the end of KOF 14 and dead characters like Ash are coming back, it's very likely that all previous antagonists are back and each character represents one of those. So K-Dash could be going up against Nests, Ash could be going up against Psyche, Hydern could be going up against Rugal, and this new character could be helping Shune and maybe the rival character take on whatever that blue guy in the background is. That's all I have to say for this image though. We're going to move on to some gameplay screenshots. We can finally see what the HUD looks like, and here it is. It looks very KOF 14-esque, only really a slight change. We still have the guard bar here, but the most interesting part of these UI screenshots is that there is a new bar above the power meter. It says max mode okay in all of the screenshots. I couldn't find one that didn't have it filled up, and I'm thinking that that bar is going to be like the drive gauge in KOF 13, and it's going to be tied specifically to max mode. If that is true, that would be a very welcome addition, because quick maxing was very easy and effective to do in KOF 14, and I think it invalidated a lot of meter use options because it was so good. So if they're separating max mode activate into its own bar, I think that is a fantastic idea. In this next screenshot, we can see an in-game shot of Ash, and if you look at the power bar down there, it has a divot in the middle. I'm guessing that a full power bar will be 1 super, and then half a power bar will be an EX move. The only thing left to discuss is on the actual page that was leaked from this Japanese retailer, there is a release date, and don't know if this is final. I would take it with a grain of salt right now, but it is set to release February 17th, 2022, which fits the Q1 2022 delay that they mentioned. So hey, if all things go well, we could be playing KOF by the time February rolls around, which is about what I expected. I would have honestly hoped for a January release date because I really want to play this game. I'm really excited, So with the newest trailer coming out next Wednesday, it's definitely going to answer some big questions. I hope we get a lot of information and maybe, fingers crossed, a demo. But until then, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.
Thank you!